Hey boys, so today I'm going to start a new series about which is the best perk in each category. Now of course we know there's 5 categories: toughness, endurance, strength, proficiency, and stealth. Now of course I already did my endurance one, it's right up here. Of course just choose flight, that's like the best endurance perk, 3 stamina bars, you can't give that up. But I'm going to do the other 4 and we're going to see which one's the best. Now of course going by order from the perk list, we are going to go first into proficiency. Now, of course, there's really good ones, like intuition. We got tool tracks, very good. Very noob-like, but it's good at that. Efficient locksmith, that's one of the best perks, in my opinion. Rescue medic, underrated, very underrated. 100% of your HP back when you're healing it. Of course, there's really bad ones, like deadbolt. That one's really trash. I mean, look a pig on me. That one's also really trash. Now, I feel like all these perks are really good. And as you know, I'm an advocate for intuition. I love intuition, but I don't use it because it's a new perk. I know where all the spots are already, and you should be learning that too. I think like max level 20 is when you should be using this. So in my opinion, in proficiency, if you're gonna use something, now if they have a hitchhiker, bomb squad's your best perk. Get rid of those traps immediately. 80% faster, no bone scrap. If you see a hitchhiker, you want to use this perk. You want to get this perk to level 3. But if you don't see a hitchhiker and you want to use one of these proficiency perks, I think your best friend is really efficient locksmith. You're going to use a lockpick every time you're playing this game and every match, and that 40% chance might just help you. So now I don't have to go through another box, I can just use this again. It's all RNG based, but I think that's like the RNG perk for this one. Now you could argue intuition, because I'm a noob, I don't know where these spots are, I just want to go faster, Or you could argue, I think it's rescue medic. Hey, I can heal people. You don't heal people that much, though. That's a problem. It's almost like you're playing solo. Even if you're playing with squads, it's like you're playing solo sometimes. So really, I think efficient locksmith is the perk. And if you want to hear the worst perk, obviously the worst perk here is freaking deadlock. I mean deadbolt. Deadbolt sucks here. 30% harder. That barely makes a difference for latching doors. Well, let's move on to the next one. Okay, next we're on the stealth perks. Now, stealth perks are so easy to use, but they're not very popular because most of them aren't very good, because people don't like playing stealthy as much. But when they do, it's very good. Now, to make this work, I think the best stealth perk is obviously cover recovery. If you watch our tier list, I put this in the top, we explain the whole thing, but if you don't know, hiding in hiding spots or shadows will increase your stamina recovery by 60%. Now, if you don't know what shadows means, it means when you go into those bushes in the corner and you just crouch down and wait there, after maybe half or 1 second, your shadow turns a little bit darker, which means that now you're in the shadows, which now your stamina recovery is going up by 60%, which is maybe like a second until it goes all the way up. Now, this is a game changer. Say you hide in the bushes after you stun somebody, they don't see you, you gain all your stamina back, and then you dip. That's how you win games. That's why I think this one's the best perk in the stealth category. Now, of course, if you watch our tier list, you know which one's the worst one, which all of us hate. It's Twinkle Toes. 75% is not to trigger bone charms. You can just cut them down with a bone shard. Now, you don't want to cut all of them down because sometimes they help you to find the killers. But the ones that are annoying to you, that your friends are going to run into or you're going to run into, you need to cut those down. And while completely avoiding chickens don't really matter as much, especially if you can just see them in the corner. Just take a fat turn and you won't even trigger them. Now next up we have strength perks. Now strength perks are some of the best in the game. They are game winning and they will do anything for you. They are some of the best in the game. Now most of them revolve around close encounters, stunning, and fighting the family. Now this was a hard choice for me because there's 2 very good perks that you guys know that I love. Now we have choose fight. Choose fight, sneak attacks and close encounters. Stun family members for 5 seconds longer. That's 5 extra stun time that you can be doing. You can run down their bone pile, grab 2 bones, and you can come back and they're still stunned. Now next we have Agitator. Incapacitating Grandpa has a greater negative effect on the family. Family's bond reduced by 4 levels, which is Grandpa levels, which is when he starts screaming. And 4 levels is overkill. You're basically just, just resetting him back to 0, which is so annoying to family. And again, the animation is almost instantaneously. You can really do it mid-chase, and you won't get punished for it. It's crazy. Now, as much as I love Choose Fight, I just think I have to give the edge to Agitator, because in Choose Fight, you could get sneak attacked by another family member. With Agitator, you can do it while you're in chase, smack him real quick, it takes maybe 2, maybe 3 seconds to smack the grandpa, and then you go back in the chase, and then they have no levels, so they're not gonna be screaming as much. He's not gonna find you when he's level 5, and so you're basically golden. They have to do all that blood collecting again, which gives you time to escape. Now you just can't buy that pressure with choose fight. You just can't buy it. It's just too good. Which is why I think Agitator is the best in the strength perk. Now I think everyone knows what my worst one is in strength perk. It's Bad Blood. You know, upon death, killer damage outputs 50% for 120 seconds. Highlight on the map for 120 seconds. The problem is, when this only happens when you die, and you don't want to die. Unless you're like, okay, I just suck at this game. I'm just gonna die, and I'll just help my team out for a bit. Come on, bro. Don't think like that. You're gonna win this because you're watching Dark Eye Richie. Now we're onto the toughness category. Now toughness has some very weird perks. Like look at this one. No cell. Getting hit by family members results in 40% less damage. As charges. Now I want to clear something up with this. Getting hit by a family member results in 80% less damage. That sounds good on paper, but if you're getting hit by a low damage character like Sissy or someone like Hitchhiker, you're gonna lose all your charges like in one chase. And it's not slowing them down, it's not stopping them. You're just taking 80% less damage, which maybe it might be like a tick, but that's not gonna help you really in the long run. And maybe if you can activate it, and like press A to activate this, I can use it against the Bubba, I'll take no damage. But you can't, it's not an ANA ability, it's there. So you lose all your charges immediately and you get nothing out of it. People are really overhyping this perk when it's really not very good. But I think the best perk in toughness is obviously Efficient Backstabber. 40% chance not to use a bone scrap, especially on sneak attacks, which is very strong. And if you pair it up with the other strength perk, that makes so all family members get their stamina drained. I think this is a really good one. But I'll definitely give the second one to probably to Bounce Back better. You know, healing items are 40% better. That basically making a small pot into a big pot, which is definitely super better. But I don't think it's as good, especially since, you know, you can find healing items vastly everywhere. So, but of course, like you don't want to find two minis, you want to just find one mini, which you go a big one. So it definitely has implications, but I think Efficient Backstabber is just way better. That was the worst one. I'm not gonna give it to No Cell because No Cell's it's good. It's not that bad. I definitely give it to Full Hearts. While being 25% health, all healing items are highlighted within 25 meters. That's not very good because healing items are everywhere in this game. They're like on every corner you look, and they have like a big circle around them. It's not like they're hidden where you just search through boxes. It's so easy to find them, especially the big pots and small pots. You don't really need this perk. You really don't. It's just a waste of a perk slot. Just use your eyes. And I guess we might as well just finish it off. We're here in Endurance. I think everybody knows what we're doing. Choose Flight, 3 stamina bars. Will most likely get nerfed in the future. Maybe it'll go down to... Maybe it'll only go halfway. Because they're not going to get rid of the charges. Because you kind of need 1, 2, 3. But I think it'll only deplete it. And it'll go back to half. Or they might just rework it in general. Because this perk's OP. But, as the worst one... I think I'm going to have to give it a Barroom Hero. The only time you get stunned is when a killer slams a door in your face. And that won't happen as much as you think. That's like a 1% chance to happen every like 10 rounds. Unless they're smart, which I doubt they will be. I'll give honorable mention a really trash perk to another high tolerance. To duration of 60% shorter. It's not that bad. I mean, it's really a Sissy is annoying, so people might just start using this perk when they see a Sissy. It's really not that bad. Really just jump down a well. Do something. But I think another sleeper perk people are sleeping on is Empowered. Now this perk is really good. After surviving a close encounter, regain 50 stealth points and 90% max stamina. That's basically all your stamina back. And you get health on top of it. And if you're like a big strength character, you will be beating your close encounters and you'll be quick with it. But I think this is a very good underrated slept on perk in Endurance that I think people more should use and level up. And that's the whole video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I went through every single attribute thing tier. If you have any more slept on perks, leave in the comments because I will be making a video about the best underrated perks soon. And I will be making more videos on every perk and what you'd be using on it. And I'll also be making ones on the really trashiest ones that people think is overrated. Because there's a lot of overrated ones I see people talking about that it's very, very bad that people like using. But hey, use any perk you like. It's all customization and it's all your choice. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next one.